Okay. I mean, I'm not the main reason for this event this evening. The three artists here, Milena, who's from Bogota, and Bushra from Morocco, and Otoban from Nigeria. All three of them have worked with maps for quite a few years now, but there's been a growing impetus of artists working with maps, and at the same time a kind of concurrent creativity growing within geography. And these things they've started coming together maybe in the last 15 years or so, I would say. But there's been a kind of, not quite a stock taking, but a kind of gathering of thoughts about where this kind of collaboration has been going over a number of years. And Iniva itself has had a number of events which have been reflective as much as anything. And many of you will know that yesterday there was an event at the Royal Geographical Society, which is also a kind of spreading of wings, if you like, of this kind of alliance and collaboration. And to my mind, it's only just beginning. There's so much potential for mapping and art practice. And so exhibitions like this one, Whose Map Is It? They kind of intersect at a certain level. Obviously, the title of the exhibition is quite a loaded title, immediately asking questions about ownership. But there are so many different ways, so many exhibitions to come, I think. And so without saying much else, I think Milena will be giving the first presentation.
Yeah, it's my duty. Hello, my name is Milena. I'm from Bogota, Colombia, and currently I'm living in Amsterdam. I was thinking how to make a presentation, like trying to do a kind of mapping over my body of work, because actually there is a lot of work that is not dealing with maps specifically, but actually is dealing with the notions of cartography and notions of displacement and dislocation in terms of spatiality. So I tried to do a map, actually, of my current practice and some background in the way that is going in this moment. So I will show you, to begin, I will show you a work that is coming from the work that is actually being shown here. The work that some of you maybe have seen here in the show, Whose Map Is It? Its name is Variations on an Homogeneous Landscape. It's an exercise, among others, about dislocation within the frame, to say something, of the map of America. So if some of you were in the presentation of that work on Tuesday, I was talking about how to make a landscape out from a topographical, image. So after that work, that is linked with some other works I will show here, I made this piece. It's an animation whose name is Ceremony for an Homogeneous Landscape. And yeah, it's silent. So I will just show it. Sorry. I hope it's running. Okay. So as you can see, the image, the main image, works at the same time, at the same way as the images that you saw before. So I made some variations on it. They are very subtle, but at the end it gets a bit more explicit. Well, as I explained on Tuesday, this is it, this is the end. The reflection was towards two significance of a same historical situation, and in one hand, you can see like the notion of mapping a bit still there, but on the other hand, lately I have been working towards the monument as another like embodiment of history or the pass of time, basically. So this is kind of another exercise towards that situation, but with the notion of monument. So I will show you also some very basic drawings that generally I don't show in exhibitions, but it's just to make an impression of how sometimes I develop sketches. So I was going to start with this image, actually. This is a little piece that I made the past year. It's towards a text of Walter Benjamin that you can find in One Way Street. A Chinese Curious is the name of that text. And I will read it. And I'm sorry for my bad spelling, but I will try to do my best. The power of a country road is different when one is walking along it from when one is flying over it by airplane. In the same way, the power of a text is different when it is read from when it is copied out. The airplane passenger sees only how the road pushes through the landscape, how it unfolds according to the same laws as the terrain surrounding it. Only he who walks the road on foot learns of the power it commands and of how, from the very scenery that for the flyer is only the unfurled plain, it calls forth distances, velvetries, clearings, prospects. At each of it turns like a commander deploying soldiers at the front. Only the copied text thus commands the soul of him who is accompanied with it, whereas the mere reader never discovers the new aspects of his inner self that are opened by the text. That road could throw the interior jungle forever closing behind it, because the reader follows the movement of his mind in the free flight of daydreaming, whereas the copier submits it to command. The Chinese practice of copying books was thus an incomparable guarantee of literary culture, and the transcript a key to China's enigmas.